Hello and welcome, you beautiful motherfuckers. Today we are doing yet another top lane game here, and this is me playing a little bit of Garen. I was first pick when I first picked Garen. That's usually not fun because you might end up playing against this, a Quinn. Yay! Quinn is the worst matchup you can have as a Garen. I think the next one that's almost as close as a Vayne, almost, you have a better chance against a Darius than you do against a Quinn. And, hey, good for me, this is a gold 4 Quinn main. So, this is a fun game for me. So, we're going to learn from my mistakes, and we're going to have a little bit of fun here. So I'm going to try and go through the how, the why, the what, the where, the etc. of this matchup. Take a Doran's Shield, take a Pod. Take Conqueror for your runes, go second win for the Resolve Tree for your secondary. I took Tenacity, Unflinching in the Resolve instead of Bone Plating. There's just no point to it, or Demolish, or anything like that. Like, you're going to take a lot of free shots. That's how this lane plays out. Don't even try and fight for early farm. You can't. You'll get blinded. You're going to get the crap out of you going in and going out. The only chance you have in this lane is that your jungle looks top and gets some early ganks off. And even then, you might still just be completely fucked. So, it's going to be a little interesting. Of course, I have a Yasuo on my team, which means that he's a whiny bitch. If you're a Yas main, you are a little bitch. That's just life. It's like being a Yi main or a Viego main. There are just certain champions that if you main them, you can tell a lot about somebody's personality. So, she dropped the ward because she knows, hey, in this matchup, Amumu has to pay attention to the top lane or she's going to run away with it. So get that early ward in, and they got a ward in on the on our buff, knowing that he should path from here to here to here. And this ward is going to help out a lot for that, because I can't push this. I'm just going to get autoed out. So you only want to take an auto here and there. And yes, it turns off your passive, but then you start getting the heal back coming in from the Doran's Shield, right? Restores. So over 8 seconds, you start healing back up. And then after the 8 seconds is over, your passive ticks in. So you actually just have this continuous small heal chain just to try and keep it relevant. See, I'm not even going in for this. I'm just letting them die. You have to accept that your wave is fucked, okay? And that's fine. Like, basically, I'm just going to take a lot of free damage. I'm going to hope that maybe she can take a little bit of damage out of this. I just want to clear it so I don't get bullied to Fury under. Yeah, I didn't last hit because that's the name of the game with the E. Sometimes you literally just don't get the last hit on anything. It happens. That's life. It would have been nice. I could have got some, but yeah, I'm definitely down a wave of CS here, and growing. Because, like, I'm happy she took a free tower shot, but it's not really going to do too much. She's got a potion, she's got a Doran's Blade, and I can't fight her. Because the issue with why it's so difficult to deal with the Quinn is that, yes, you do some damage off of your E. Yes, you do some spinning damage. Cool. But by running at her, even if you run flash her, okay, to get the silence down, that's fine. You got the silence off. Cool, she can't do anything. She's still going to auto you, and then as soon as the silence runs out, now your speed boost and slow remover is down. She's going to E you away, which slows you. She goes back to her auto attack range, and she's just going to open up. Now, here I make a terrible play. I need to rotate down to match the Quinn to try and help out a little bit. I'm sitting on a ward. I just want to get free hit, a little bit of chip damage, just to make my laning easier now that she's down to half. So the Amumu goes and starts running up to clear Krugs. I start running up as well. Here's where it all goes tits up. I see the Quinn on a ward. Now my Yas is at half, and he's got Ignite. See, that's what happens, right? You're just about to hit her, and suddenly you get eat out, can't do anything. I've been ignited by her. Yas comes in, does not use Ignite, misses everything, uses the Wind Wall into a 0 mana Malzahar that can't do anything, dies with Ignite up instead of getting a kill. The only good thing about this is that I still have my teleport up in case I need it. And I'm starting with the Bezerker Greaves buy. Why am I doing Bezerker Greaves when normally you'd be looking at let's get armor down? Because if I do that, I literally cannot win any fights. If you start building tank out of the gates on a bruiser, you don't do damage at all. And if I don't do damage, she's just going to bully the crap out of me. I need to be able to do some damage. The boots, the dagger, being able to run away so I can quickly run in, get those minions, and get the fuck out before I start getting damage traded into me is essential. So yeah, she's at half health. Cool. I've got flash up. Cool. But there's 0 universe where I can take her in that way. See? Like, she's just eased me as I attempt to go in. I can do a small amount of chip out. That's it. And I only took that because she's low on mana, and my pass is going to get me going again. But I am down a significant amount of CS. That's how this lane plays. You just accept it. Don't get greedy and try and run in. Only do it like that, right? I'm burning her mana out. She can't really fall back in. She's got not enough for a full combo left anymore. She's going to have to back. The problem is she was able to hit 6. So the fact that she doesn't have teleport no longer matters because of how quick she can get wherever she needs to. And she goes with boots because I match my boots, right? Match the speed, and was able to get the starter for her the Noon Quiver. So I can get a little bit of hits in. She has not bought a ward. She has not even placed a ward. And she's going for it. And the reason this is happening is because we are 6 minutes and 40 in. And at no point has the Amumu done anything. He has not come top. He has been mid a bunch, he's gone bot, but he hasn't looked top. He hasn't even gone past this point. Right? He hasn't even gone past the pit. He is just sticking on this Yasuo's dick. Just getting me further and further and further behind. I'm not thrilled about this. The Ahri support's actually doing not terrible. Our Maokai was actually pretty decent. But due to the way things are going, and the fact that I'm not getting any help up top, is that I can't burn my TP. Because of how quickly this Quinn can match my teleport with her ult, that if I TP down to mid to help out, and she ults and then quickly runs there, it means that, yeah, sure, we're going to have a fight, and then she's going to be able to ult, and then make it back to the lane, and probably take a plate or two before I can even walk back there. That's no bueno. That's just me giving up plates. We don't want that. So this entire time has been survival and take the scraps. And if you look at it now, yeah, I'm still down in CS, but we're 8 minutes in, and I am down 6 CS. The Amumu finally went up to this far, so she ended up dropping some wards down, just to zone them out, but he hasn't actually attempted to do anything up here. And I think she knows that there's not too much of it for that. Like, I can get some quick damage, and then I just speedily run away. That's how you play it, because you can't win a fight. I've got Bezerker Greaves and a Doran's. That's it. I can't win no fights. The best I can do is just to stay relevant with farm, and the fact that I've closed the gap this much is actually pretty decent. I'm down 1 level, but I'm just about to hit 7, so I'm not down actually too far. And I've got a combat a combat ult and she doesn't. I have asked the Amumu a couple of times, being like, hey, you know you have a top lane, right? And she's very easy to kill with, like, landing a stun into my silence so she won't have any escape, especially with your ult. Like, she's insta-dead if you come top. And he has been every direction but top lane. So, we're making this matchup even harder. I'm playing into the biggest Garen counter, and I'm playing into somebody significantly higher ranked than myself on their main champ in a winning matchup, and I'm getting 0 jungle support. I just wanted to see if she was going to, like, cancel it or something. The other downside is, too, of course, because she's the Quinn and she can ult back to lane so fast, she doesn't need the teleport, so she can take double combat sums on, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. So she's going to come back real fast. I have no jungle help at all because they are scrapping down there. We're not going to stay for the plate. We just want to leave. Because we know she's going to come back. I don't want to TP down there because otherwise I'll lose the entire tower. And it's debatable what's the better decision. Do we accept a tower loss and go in for a fight help or not, right? Like, is the fight going to be fully committed to? Because if I TP to a non-committed fight, I burnt my summoner for no reason. So, I'm still 4 CS down. I'm sitting on 1,200 gold, 1,250, that I'm not really doing anything with. I am down 700 because, you know, she's got a kill and an assist, and she does have that little CS advantage. And, you know, is what it is. We just, sometimes you got to take the L in certain matchups. I can chip in for some damage, but really not much is happening. I don't have any combat stats on me yet. And I'm still down that level. Well, it's like half a level of XP. Here I'm just kind of tanking this. There. That's all I wanted to do, was to make her think that Amumu was coming up. Otherwise, why would I have ulted? I got both of her sums out. At this point, if Amumu comes top, this bitch is dead. Absolutely 100% dead. So look how aggressive she has to now push this wave in to crash it, and to also lifesteal off of it. Amumu shows up, we win. But, of course, Amumu is not showing up. Not to my lane. Even though I have a sumsless Quinn, who's now rotating now that she was able to get back up to full health by aggressively pushing the lane. Now she's ganking mid, so of course Amumu's walking down for that. He doesn't walk top for anything, but immediately goes to help out a Yasuo. Not like I'm bitter, but I'm kind of bitter. However, I actually have a CS advantage now, just by surviving. All we're doing is surviving against a gold 4 Quinn main. Now, normally the build would be Ghost Drybreaker. In this case, they don't really have tanks, and they've got people that can easily knock me back, slow me away, dash away, whatever it may be. We're building Triforce. We want the move speed bonuses more than we care about the slows right now. Because we are going to be running in for like one big hit, and then use the move speed to get out. We're basically building to trade, not to run people down. I can't run anybody down. I am not that strong. Like I will die if I try and run anybody down. Oh, hey, look, Amumu showed up. And at this point, the Amumu is pinging, let's take the tower. What the fuck am I taking the towers? We don't have any goddamn minions. Now I've got minions. Ooh! For like the few seconds that the fucking thing's up. Like I'm able to get a plate. That's it. Fucking pinging me for nothing. Only time he shows up and he takes fucking CS and then leaves. We are now 14 minutes into the game with 0 top lane ganks. You might go, why did I back? Well, I had enough for a Sheen, and there wasn't much value I could get by staying in the lane, if I'm being honest. With the Mals that was up there at the time, too, I became a little bit concerned about, you know, getting Ignite suppressed. So here I go, hey, Amumu's finally up here. I think this is like the first time he's done his fucking crux. He's moving over that we might actually make a play at this Quinn. I don't want to give it away immediately. Now that he's going in and he's committing, I can't. Get her to use the E on me, get the ward over it. At this point, she's down. Now I can start hitting in with the spin. We got her trapped in the corner. Oh, she's done. And she used her Ignite on me. And I don't understand why. She was never going to get a kill out of that or do anything. You just lost your summoner for no reason where you could have used it in an actual fight. If you were just going to straight up die in a 2v1 like that and you're locked down, save your summoners. If you know you're going to die, don't waste your flash. Just take the L. A large part of climbing in League, and I almost want to do like a little video series on that, just on like how to leave low elo as an old player. If you want that, give me a comment on it. Now, I don't really want to fight this Volibear for the simple reason that I don't have my ult. If I had my ult, I would jump in and murder him. But I don't have my ult, so I just want to leave the fight. Quinn's here anyways. Like, if I would have tried to turn, I'd probably get ran down by her. It's just easier to leave. By Volley showing up, they knew that they could go for Drake. He just gave away the free dragon. Now I'm TPing up because she is trying to take the tower really fast. Now I'm feeling pretty good. She hasn't completed an item yet. I'm up in CS, and I've got my Triforce. So I've got more move speed. I've got, you know, all that other kind of fun stuff. It really is nice with the old spinning. You can see me kind of speed up. She hits me. I press Q. I run away. She got an auto off for the trade. Beauty. In comes a Malzahar, though. Because for some reason, even though we took the Drake, the Yasuo is still bot lane. The Jhin is mid lane, and the Amumu is on bot side jungle, even though their team was moving up top. And now we are aggressively trying to collapse onto the Draven and the Ahri. If we get this, and the tower, it's worth the trade. Because I'm not going to die. So we were able to get the tower. We were able to get the kill. So right here, I didn't go up and try and fight that. There's no point in going up and trying to fight that. Right? They're going to take the tower, no matter what. And with the two of them on me, they're going to kill me. Right? The suppress from the Malzahar, you know, you can't fight back into it, you're just dead. You have to know when to kind of pick your fights. I had zero support. I had seen the Volibear up on a ward. I knew he's in the area. You know, they've got this warded up pretty decent, actually. He's currently taking red. I don't know that he's there. I have no idea that he's in the jungle. I assume he's somewhere in the jungle. I'm on a ward because, of course, they're warding. I'm starting to push it up. Now, I know that he's there now. That's why I'm circling back, because he showed up where the minions were. So at this point, he thinks that he's strong, but he's not, because I have my ult. So he just gives me double buffs. So thank you for farming that. So now I see the Draven's coming. I'm pulling back, even though it's just a Draven, because, like I said, I don't have ult. Not a great fight if you don't have ult, right? You want to do that single target. The other thing was, I don't know where the rest of his fucking team is. And if I go to try and take on a Draven, and he doesn't have... Oh, that was just painful to watch. You don't flash for the auto and then whiff the fucking W route. So if you don't know where the rest of the team is, if you do not have wards, guys, don't just try and take fights, because all that's going to happen is you're going to just die for free. Right? That's not value added. I'm moving back. I'm just kind of coming in to help out if I need to. We're just going to drive on in. pop, and away we go. I took a lot more damage on the way out than I would have liked to from the tower. I would have tried to stay and fight the Mals. They're pinging me that the volley's coming in. I don't have my ult. If I did, I'd stay and fight. I feel pretty strong at this point, and I am rapidly regenning health with the double buffs. I could stay and scrap out, but we're okay for now. So right now they're trying to do the Herald before the Baron shows up. So at this point, pinged up, we got them on view. I would prefer to have taken the easy tower, but I'm fine coming in for this yet too. We'll just spin in, and we're going to do a bunch, but we're going to put 3 kills off the Yasuo. They just as easily could have been my 3 kills, but whatever. I'm kind of okay with it. At this point, I've been able to just sort of keep rotating and coming back to farm as they keep applying pressure up top with the Quinn. I am sitting on 2,400 gold for some reason. Haha, fuck your ward. Somehow I got charmed. I launch him back. I just come kind of running in. I want him to try and overcommit. But unfortunately, the Amumu did not want to go in. This Amumu just does nothing but disappoint me. But hey, at least I got a game. You know, the one time. The Yas, of course, did Yasuo things where he thought that he's somehow good and looked way too aggressive. I am not going to apply damage onto this dragon. That is not where I want to be. What I want to do is that. I want to be a distraction. I want to run around, I want to fuck about with people, I want to get this damage off. That one got pretty close, but we still made it. But we're sitting at 3,300 gold in inventory. That's a lot of gold to not be spending. We now have more than the Quinn, but she has spent everything. The fact that I got 3,300 meant that I had less stats on me than the volley bear, because his was all spent. So we just go for a full Sterak. Why going full Sterak instead of doing the Triforce into Mortal Reminder build? Even though they do have like the Draven and the volley and the Quinn, and they have a lot of lifesteal. Simply, it is because we don't want to just explode on contact trying to run in. We need the shield, we need the survivability. It's very important. Yas is aggressively pushing, we don't have wards. But Yasuo will do Yasuo things. Don't be a Yasuo. Like, he starts complaining that we weren't pushing anything after he gets ganked and killed. Or not ganked, just collapsed on him and killed. He has the audacity to bitch about it. He's like, oh, why aren't you pushing? I don't know, did you maybe look at the fact that everybody had just recalled and was coming back into lanes and we had no pushing lane states? You dumb fuck. Pay attention. You know what? That is actually, I would say, the most important thing in this game. If you want to climb, if you want to get out of iron or bronze or silver, what you want to do is very simple. There's a couple of things, but I would say one of the biggest ones, that's why we take Triforce. I won the trade with a single Q and then running away back with the speed. That's why we do it. Of course, she's got a good amount of health and sustain, so she was able to get back into it, but it burns a quarter of her mana to do it. So we're going to call that one a win. And I'm also basically back to full too, so yeah, that's alright. That's a decent trade. One of the most important things, this Yasuo keeps complaining. Every time he gets caught out, we have no fucking wards into here to protect him. You do not bitch. I ult because he flashed. Burnt his flash, still got the kill.
Rampage.
I couldn't have got a reset for enough damage off of the auto to kill him, but I was able to get that at least. So the only downside is that slow and then the speed up from the Draven is enough with the heal and everything to get him out. The slowdown from the charm, you just give up on the chase. Don't bother. They got the speed up yet too, coming in from the scuttle zone. Just go get the wave states in a better position. But sorry, not to digress too much. But one of the biggest things is you got to accept in my matchup to take the L. Accept that you're not going to win your lane. Just deal with it. You got to accept that you're not the best player. And even if you are, you're not going to win every game. But you know, if you're listening to me for advice, it means that you're definitely not a challenger player. Let's be honest. I'm not either. We know where we're at. It's fine. I'm coming down to try and help the Jhin, but then the Jhin decides to curve running into their jungle as opposed to out where we could have helped them. So they're able to get everybody on them to collapse. I'm not standing around and fighting it. There's no point. I'm going to wait in here because the dragon's up. And if I can fuck up their jungler, get out of the zone so he doesn't get a shield, get him the kill, get the speed boost from it, and now we can actually make a scrap at something. The dragon's coming up in 30 seconds, well, 25 seconds. Now, he's going to be dead for that. I've got teleport. We're getting ready to go. But one of the biggest things if you want to climb is you got to take ownership of your deaths. Right? If you end up going 0 and fucking 9, it's not your jungler's fault. It's not their jungler's fault. You either have to go their top is better than your top, or if you're playing mid, if you're playing ADC, or whatever, or you just made bad plays. Not every play you make is going to be perfect. If it was, you would be challenged. Right? Not every play you make is like a god play. And you have to just be like, that's fine. It's fine. We're okay. Take ownership of the bad plays, and everybody's happy. Good job, Jhin. You hit one when we found it. I kind of want to go in, but because the Amumu missed, they'll be able to kite me up. That's one of the biggest problems with playing the Garen is you are very, very kiteable. So you can see from my item selections that I am going with the Execution and the Zeal. We are going Mortal Reminder next. We've got enough survivable stats off the Sterak with the Triforce with speed. We don't want long engagements. We want to get in, spin, do a bunch of damage, and then get out just using all of that crazy-ass speed that we like so much. So the Malzahar is pushing. They have no wards to protect him at all. Don't be this Malzahar, alright? Like, my team can continue to push. They can do kind of whatever they want to do. I don't know why the Jhin is coming up necessarily, but that's alright if he wants to do whatever. So I see him run up into there. I know he's in there. I'm coming in, doing my spins, hitting him with the silence, and just ulting him. I don't want to wait for a reset. We're just going to clean this on up and kind of set it back to where we need it. So, scrap going on in mid lane right now. I could TP for it, but the fact that I just burnt my ult does not make me really excited about TPing. For some reason, the Jhin stands here for a while, so we kind of stall because it's on the 4v5. So it would have been nice if you would have joined us. So we are pushing through. We just wanted to get this inhibitor. We don't have waves in great states. We are getting a slow push on bot, and we're being slow pushed on top. So, whatever. My goal, you bitch. Fucking no gank bitch. So, I mean, he's 4-1 and 14, which isn't bad. It's just he did not give a fuck about my money. That's kind of bad. Jin is still standing right here, as you do. Don't fucking do that. So now we got the one reminder. This is nice because it does give us the crit, the move speed, the attack speed, and the attack damage with the Greaves. So, and 3 consecutive attacks increases the Grievous wounds, which works off of your spin. Your spin also, you know, you're spinning 12 times over 3 seconds. That quickly stacks up the armor splice, so you don't really need the Black Cleaver. Like, what's the purpose in Black Cleaver? If you have a built-in Black Cleaver already on your beat. You can still get one, but why? Like, only if you're into, like, a mega tank, I would guess. So at this point, I got that to match the fact that the Quinn has gone with the Blade of the Rune King. The fact that we've got healing on, like, all the important champs, basically. We always have to be careful about the Balzar. If he ults me, I am still squishy enough to explode. Yes, I got a cloth armor. See, quickly dodge everything. Did you see the speed boost kind of show up there? Wait for the reset, hit with the silence, spin, spin, spin around, pop him out, keep going. The speed is allowing me to stay on them. I don't need to worry about Stride Breaker in this particular case and trying to slow people because I can just keep healing, spinning, and getting these speed. And suddenly moving like a bat out of hell. It is delightful. We've done a lot of damage off this Triforce passive, actually. Significantly more than we would have gotten if the with the Stride Breaker ult in this, or active in this particular case. Here I'm just going in to try and help, having a little bit of fun, get the ace. I mean, we got 4 Drakes on them. We got all of the little fun stuff. All in all, not too terrible. Get the extra hit. And have a little bit of fun on it. Give them a nice little GG. I'm the only person giving them the GG. Not the worst shit. You know, gold 4. It's the Eternals Quinn main going on there. Like, so yeah, we had our work cut out for us. Basically, we just stayed relevant. Don't overcommit. Except when a lane is going to be a loss. Except when you're not going to win the trades. Just sort of take it as it comes. Work around with it. Have some fun with it. You know, you don't want it to be too boring when you're kind of living under tower. Yes, it would have been a different game if I would have been able to get some ganks. It would have been a little bit of a different game if they would have gotten some ganks off. However, their mid roamed top too, and I had nobody on my team attempting to help me out. I was put on an island against people that were, like, grouping up. Not the most fun. Wow, twin scores of 5-1-16. But support gap, even though the Ahri started 2-1-2, she ended 2-6-6. The Draven started off 2-1-0, 4-4-4. They just hit this point of we were able to start playing the map better, and we were able to start getting the extra damage down. Like, yes, we got ADC gapped pretty significantly, but it didn't really matter. Like, I had a terrible early game, and I'm highest level. I'm 10-1-6. My farm's not great, but it's not awful. My gold's okay, A+ somehow. And I did the most damage in the game. Even though, if you notice, I didn't fight in lane. None of this is lane damage, basically. This is all team fight. We don't split. If you split, you're just saying, nah, fuck them. Like, you can just get ran over, right? If you do too much splitting, look what happens. You get caught out, and then the enemy team is able to then go, oh, cool. We can force now. We can force any neutral objectives. We can force towers down. What are you going to do? Engage 4v5? No, you're not. That's kind of the downside to splitting. If you split when you are behind, you're just throwing the game. Yeah, you get some gold on you. Cool. Then you die. Awesome. But then your team gets ran over because they don't have any gold, and they just get a 5v4 force. Cool, you got a tower, but your team got wiped outside of you. You're the only person alive. They're going to take probably 2 towers, the Drake, and the Baron out of it. For you getting, 3 waves and a tower? It's not worth. So hopefully this is a little bit helpful. Why we went with certain items over other items and certain choices. How to survive what has to be the worst matchup in the damn game for a Garen. Oh, it was a rough matchup. I just realized this asshole was level 12. Brutal. Alright, well, that's been me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If not, go fuck yourselves.